Hello everyone, my name's Nightfoxx, and welcome back to, Foxhaven? This is like the biggest nostalgia thing ever at the moment. I feel so weird. Do you realize how long it's been since I've stood right here in this world and looked out at you guys and said, hello everyone, welcome to Foxhaven? Oh man, this is like a throwback to 2015 almost. This is crazy. Oh man. Okay, so yeah, the title of this video was The Great Dilemma. And we really need to talk about it. We need to talk about this series. Like, my dilemma with this series, I want to go over a few things. So that's what the video is going to be about. It's going to be Foxhaven, kind of my issues with it, and also the future of it. And then at the end, I'm going to need some help from you guys, because honestly, like, this series is just as much for you as it is for me. So I'm going to need your input on a few things, like a few issues that I'm having making decisions. I need some help, and so yeah, that's kind of what it is. So stick around to the end of the video if you want to definitely help me out with that. If you don't know what Foxhaven is, then you can click off the video, or better yet, you can go watch the playlist. I've got it listed down below. You can go watch the Foxhaven playlist and get caught up, because it is coming back. Okay, it is, yeah, and yeah, I know, it's, I've said it before, and I'll say it many times again, but it is coming back. But yeah, let's do a little bit of a backstory, okay? Let's rewind all the way back to the beginning of my channel in 2015, all right? When I first started YouTube, like this, Foxhaven was my very first series, and it was the only series I did for probably a good like 3 or 4 months on my channel. I would upload once a week, and it would be one series, and it would be Foxhaven, like my one single series. And so like my very first videos were all on this one. It's highly cringeworthy. You can definitely watch the playlist from the beginning, and you'll see what I mean. And I'm a lot different now than I was back then. A lot more comfortable, I think, because before it would take me literally a week to plan out, to record, and to edit the episodes, and now I could sit down and probably do this thing in about 30 minutes. Like, that's just how different, 3 years and doing YouTube as much as you do. That's how much practice can really help you. Anyway, so like I said, like, Foxhaven was my flagship series. This was the series when I first started my channel that I really wanted to take off. Like, I really wanted this series to be the flagship of my channel. Like, the reason people came to my channel and stuck around was going to be for Foxhaven. And like, for the first 2,000 or 3,000 subscribers, like, that's exactly what it was. People would come here every week, and they would stay, and they would see Foxhaven. It would be insane, the amount of support and the amount of praise that I got for this series. People all the time would come and tell me, hey, Nightfoxx, like, when I'm watching this, I don't even feel like I'm watching a YouTube survival video. Like, I feel like I'm watching a TV show, and every time it comes out on Fridays, which is what the day it used to come out on, people would be like, I look forward to Fridays simply because I get to watch your show. Like, that's the kind of caliber that this thing was at first. And so for the first 6 months, like, that's what we did. We did this once a week for 6 months straight. And then I kind of got a little bit of a writer's block. The premise of this series that makes it a lot different from a lot of the other survival series out there is I try to incorporate a little bit of a storyline. So it's like a hybrid between building tutorials and redstone and survival and a roleplay series. Like, there's a lot of different aspects of this series that made it what it was. And the major aspect that I found that a lot of people really kind of held on to was the fact that I could storytell and come up with these like crazy storylines that people would, stay hooked and get interested and stuff like that. And I kind of got a little bit of a writer's block. Like, I kind of always like tried to outdo myself. Like, last week I did this, next week I'm going to do this. And it got to a point where I couldn't outdo myself anymore. And so I kind of got like a little bit of a writer's block. I had to take a break. So like for the 6 months straight, like, I didn't upload Foxhaven. And when I came back, I noticed that it kind of got like a little bit of a drop in following because people kind of forgot about the series. And also we got a lot of new subscribers. Like, at the time I was trying to get some other series going because, like I said, I would only do like one series a week, and it was just this one. And I didn't want to be just a one-trick pony. Like, I wanted to have a lot of different series going on the channel, but I still wanted this one to be the main one. And because I was such a noob at doing uploading and YouTube and stuff like that, like, it took me a while to really get comfortable with things. So yeah, like I had to take a break from this so I could focus on other aspects. And then I started getting ideas with like what I wanted to do with this series again. And so we brought it back, and I started doing a few things. Like we started doing some more build tutorials, like, you know, how to build this kitchen and stuff like that. And I'll show you all the cool things that you could do. Like I could put coal in here and make the stove fire come up and stuff like that. Like I don't have any to show you at the moment, but yeah, like the video's in the playlist, you can see it. And then we also had like a storyline going on with where Mildred was looking for me, and then she was captured by my evil nemesis, and then I had to save her, and then, you know, like he poisoned her and stuff like that. And like there was just a lot of aspects that was yeah, it was just, it made it very much story intense again, and people kind of started flocking back to it where they weren't before. And I don't know, like I think I bit off a little bit too much more than I could chew and everything, because like eventually that story led me to going, you know, in that boat that you see at the very beginning that we were kind of looking at and stuff. Like it led me to go off away from Foxhaven, away from this place that was my original home, the reason that, you know, like this is my place that I was planning on hanging out. And then, like, I left, and I went to go search off in other places, and Season 2 started with me, like, on another world altogether, looking for, you know, that lotus flower, like, at a volcano. But between that and this season that ended with me leaving, like, there was a year break. So not only that 6-month break, which with the writer's block, but now there's a year that I had to take off because I had to build the next episode, the next 5 episodes. Like I spent 5 episodes on that volcano island, and it took me a year just so I could do the 5 episodes. Like that's crazy. Who does that for a series? And it's just, that's the limitations with Xbox. And so that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about what's really, why do we really want to keep this on the Xbox versus like going to the PC where I can continue doing like the survival things and the PC things and introducing some mods that'll help with the looking and stuff. Like just talk about the third party aspect of everything, like how I would do like the third the person shots and stuff like that. Like I had 2 Xboxes to be able to do that, and that was something that also made it have that TV show feel. And now I can't do that anymore because I'm down to 1 Xbox. Like I don't have 2 Xboxes anymore to be able to do that. So like if I continue the series, I can't do that anymore. And with PC, I can, like with the simple mod, like the replay mod that's out there that Grian uses to do like the tutorials and stuff like that. Like I can't do that, you know, with only 1 Xbox, but I can easily do it with PC. I even have the mod for it already. Like it's easily done. I could easily just go and do all kinds of crazy awesome shots, something that I probably wasn't even able to do before, that I can definitely do now with the PC and stuff like that. Like there's a lot of aspects that I'm like thinking, why do we need to stay on Xbox? Like why can't we go to PC and stuff? And so that's kind of what we're talking about today. Now, if you're like me, like, of course you think the Xbox looks better. You know, like, I've grown up playing on the Xbox. I started playing the Minecraft console edition before I played any other edition. And the PC, I'm kind of getting used to it because of Utopia, but at the same time, it's just not the Xbox. So, I'm feeling, I don't know, like, I put a poll out on Twitter, and this is kind of, like, why I'm also needing to do a video, because as of right now, it has 200 votes. And it's still so close. And right now, the PC is winning by 55%. But 45% of the people still want it on the Xbox. And so I'm kind of here to maybe talk about, you know, why we want to keep it on the Xbox. And what are your issues with going it over to PC? Like, I really want to know. Like, this is a perfect time to comment down below and let me know, like, why you want to do one over the other. Because if we keep it on the Xbox, you have to keep in mind that the Better Together update is coming out. Like, I've got this on the Xbox One, so it's going to stop being updated, for one. Like, that's one of the problems that we're going to have right off the bat is, you know, like, all the new things that come out for Minecraft, like, we're not going to be able to do in this series because it's on Xbox One. And I could get another Xbox One and to do the third-party shots or whatever, but that requires me to spend money to buy another Xbox when I already have an Xbox One. I might do something like that simply because I want the Xbox One X, and plus my kids kind of take my other Xbox left and right, and so like I don't mind buying another one, but I don't want to just like solely, you know, keep it on the Xbox One and not being able to update it, and just, I don't know. There's a lot of aspects that does it. And then there's like, do we move it over to the Better Together update? But then also, if we do something like that, like we're still looking at, you know, more of like a PC feel. And if we're gonna be looking at doing the Better Together update to do things just so we can get like updated things, and like, well, why don't we just move it to PC at that point? And I know a lot of people's worry about it. Like, one worry is that when we get on there, we're going to do some crazy mods. Like, Utopia, as great as it is, some people don't like it because of how much mods it has. And one of the mods that I think probably is an issue is, like, the furniture mods that come up. Like, it's really cool to see and stuff, but for those that like to play on console and stuff, like, you can't have furniture mods. Like, they're not here. Like, we had to get creative and make like our own furniture and our own couches where we could sit down and have a chat and stuff like that. We had to do that with the existing blocks, and I think a lot of people like to follow tutorials on how to do something like that in their own world. So that's something we can kind of discuss. Like, if we do move it over to PC, like, what are we gonna do? Like, do we want to keep it like vanilla, or do we want to do just like very, you know, small mods and stuff? Like, for instance, my good friend SB737, like, he recently did a survival spin-off series that kind of went from his awesome world from Xbox version that he does all the time, and he did like a PC version where he did a mod where I'm a Jalum like created a tornado and stuff. Like, here, just look at the clip.
Get pulled in as well. Uh-oh, okay, I need to work out where these are coming from though. Can I go over there? Look at everything is getting pulled in here. Okay, can I avoid it? No. Look at this. Look at it. I'm a Jalum's face. Okay, right. Let's. Oh no, I'm going in. There's no use. I'm being pulled in. Okay. Look at this. I'm in with the Enderman. Hello, Enderman. We're all in this together. Okay, I have no idea what is going on here, but this is not good. This is terrible. Okay. Literally, I think there's three. I think there's three tornadoes. I think two have merged together here, actually. Look, everything is getting sucked in here as well. It is absolute madness. I mean, I don't know what to do. Okay, I'm being attacked as well. Oh, whoa. I'm going higher than the lighthouse. This is crazy. I need to try and get out of it. I need to break free of it. I can't, though. It's impossible to break free from this this epic tornado, okay? It is just going straight through my world.
So, yeah, I mean, you get the idea. Like, that's something that we could totally do here, but on the Xbox, that would be literally impossible to do. Like, there would be no way we'd be able to do stuff like that. So yeah, like, that's I don't know what I want to do. So I'm really just wanting to know your input. The other aspect, of course, is like the look and the feel of it. And so I'm just kind of like walking around the place right now, just so you can kind of get a look of everything. Like, this is what it looked like. This is what we've known. And I'm going to go over to the PC here in just a second, just to see what it would look like on the PC, and you guys can really make a decision. The cool thing is we can play with the texture packs. We can, you know, get a new texture pack and stuff like that. We can also do like shaders that we couldn't do before. So we can make it look more realistic. We can make it look the exact same. We could add mods. We can not add mods. Like, look, I know the Xbox is something that's awesome, and it's really a big reason why people came to my channel, because they have Xbox as well, and it's an Xbox community, yada, yada, yada. But I don't know, like, if I want to continue this series, and I don't want to take, like, all these year breaks building scenes and stuff, why don't we just put it on the PC? Why don't we put it on the PC? That way I don't have to, like, you know, stop and take breaks left and right. I can really focus more on the story. In fact, we can do some crazier things with the story that were before not possible and stuff like that. Like, I want to know, like, if there is a legit reason why people want to keep it from going to the PC, like, I want to know about it, because it's enough that I don't want to just do it, because there's so many people right now who say that they don't want it like that. Like, the whole, like, I mean, 45% of 200, I mean, that's a lot of people. And I know that people do love this series and stuff, and I just don't want to turn them off from that. Like, I want everybody who's loved this series to still love it. And I know it's been loved on the Xbox, and so keeping it on here kind of seems like ideal when you think about, well, everybody loved it there, so, you know, everybody will hate the change and stuff. I don't know. It's just, it's hard to say. Like, especially with whenever Utopia came out, we had it on Xbox first, and it was awesome, and people loved it, and then we put it on the PC, and some people still love it. I myself love it actually a little bit better, because it opens up the world a little bit more. But I'm noticing a huge drop in the views, and so that tells me that while it's awesome, people don't enjoy it as much. And I don't know if it's just the fact that, you know, maybe Phoenix isn't in it, so, like, we haven't really done any pranks and stuff, and so it hasn't, like, done everything that it was doing before. I don't know if that's like the only factor, but I definitely do think it is a factor. Anyway, so yeah, let's go ahead and just hop on the PC really quickly, and I'll show you what it looks like there, and we can kind of continue on with the discussion. Look, man, I'm on the PC now. We're I don't know, I just had to do some weird transition. Anyway, so yeah, here we are on the PC, and as you can see, things are already a lot different. Like the texture pack, the resource packs, like this is like the what was it? The natural, like the most natural resource pack you can get in Minecraft that I think I've ever found. Everything is like really, really natural. I think this is like one of the options we could do for the for Utopia that a lot of people liked. This is definitely one of those options. However, the doors seem to be a little messed up in this version for some reason. I don't know why. That's weird. But yeah, so this is PC. And the cool thing is, like, we got the shaders going on, so that adds a little bit to the experience. We could definitely do some mods and stuff that we couldn't do before, or we don't have to. You know, we don't have to do the mods. Maybe that's something that you don't want, and so that's something we can do. Maybe like, you know, like in SB's case, like let's go back to that video. Like we could do something like that as like a one-off, but like all the crazy aesthetic mods, like the furniture mods and stuff like that, we could leave off if you wanted to. If you wanted to keep that feel like we should, you know, we should earn our furniture. We have to be creative and not just like, you know, cop out and get like the furniture mod and just be like, oh look, I made a couch. Like, you know, I understand. Like I understand that that's kind of a concern. And wait a minute, why are you here? Okay, anyway. The other cool thing with the PC is obviously the world is a lot bigger, so we can also see a lot further out. Are you scooting on your butt? What are you doing? That was weird. And then also the render distance is a lot farther as well. So that like that, these are things that are already better with the PC that might not necessarily be better on the Xbox. So everything has like its pros and cons. Like the PC, you know, you can do different resource packs. If somebody can help me find like the natural resource pack that's on the Xbox, it's something that's similar to that for the PC, I think that would help people a lot. And plus, because a lot of my buildings and stuff were actually built with that in mind, it doesn't necessarily look as great. Like, I don't like how this looks as much as I did on the Xbox because of the way that the sandstone looks. Like, I just don't like that texture. And then, like, some of the rooms in my house, I don't like at all. Like, let's see if I can go in here. For instance, this room right here, like, with the other one, like, that's a little bit more of a difference. And so you can really tell, like, it really pops. And then like in this room, it's just like, bleh. Like there's just, I don't know. I'm not a fan. That's the problem. I'm just not a fan. But we can change texture packs. Like if we don't have to be stuck with this one, maybe I can find another one. Maybe like this one. Oh wow, this is a lot different than I thought it was gonna be. I do like the things a little bit better. The sides. Oh, I don't like that though. That looks weird. Okay, yeah, anyway, so the surge continues. Man, this is awful. What is with these doors, too? The doors are crazy, messed up, and weird and everything. All right, one more time. Let's try one more time. Okay, this is... I give up. This is, like, cartoony. Like, crazy cartoony. This is weird. It's not bad, but... I don't know, maybe this one will grow on me. This one's at least a little bit better than the other ones. The doors are still a little messed up, though. That's kind of a problem. But yeah, like this is the... Okay, so pros and cons, okay? Pro for the Xbox. It's been on the Xbox all this time. It still could be on the Xbox. And, you know, you'll have the look, you'll have the feel, everything the same. And, you know, like the reasons that we love the Xbox, like pretty much. Cons, of course, is as Foxhaven's videos might take a little bit longer to come out. What the heck? What is all that? Yeah, they might take a little bit longer to come out. They might not come out as often, and you know, might be 6 months or so because I got to build scenes, and then I got to come up with stories, and then I got to find a way to do, you know, 2 different shots and get another Xbox. Like, there's a lot of cons in this, and then plus with the Better Together update coming out, like we're not gonna get it updated anymore, and then I'll have to go to the Better Together version, which is still not much better than the PC in my opinion. Now the PC versions, the pros would be that we can, like the limit, we don't have many limits and limitations anymore. We can, do PC edit, world edit, stuff like that to get all the different types of mods and different scenes and stuff ready for different worlds and everything. Like all that's pretty much all played out and landed out for us. We have everything good to go there. And then shaders is also kind of cool. We can change different resources pack. We could turn shaders off. And it would just be a normal bright, oh wow, this is crazy bright. Normal bright Minecraft is what it would be. Like there's a lot of options and different opportunities to do different things and such. But the con is, of course, it's not Xbox. People won't be able to, well, I mean, we could still have people join because this is, if I do put it on PC, I'll put it on a server so people can still join and stuff like that. But yeah, and then the other fact that, it was an Xbox one and then now it's a PC one. And we've already got one series that did that with Utopia. And, we're kind of running out of Xbox series at this point. Like, we're kind of just semi-transitioning over to the PC and becoming one of them PC Minecraft YouTubers that, not as an Xbox community person. Like, I don't want to lose that community feeling because I know there's a lot of Xbox, people out there still, or console people. I mean, we won't even put in Xbox because people with the Wii U and the Wii and the Switch and PS3, PS4, like, they're all in kind of the same boat as we are. Yeah, so like there's different aspects and stuff. It just really comes down to a matter of choice. We can do this. We can do, PC. We can do with mods. We can do without mods. Which of course without mods is still going to be a little bit of mods, so I can do like the third party shots and stuff like that, like the third person shots that I've been wanting to do that I haven't been able to do because I only have one Xbox. Like just the bare essential stuff type of mods, or we can do like the Utopia mods where we can still like punch things and we have the big map and stuff like that. Like we can do the furniture mods and stuff, so that's an option. Pretty much the options are up in the top right hand corner. If you'll just do the quick survey poll and maybe give like some suggestions as to why you chose what you chose in the comments below, that way I can read them and make a little bit of a more educated decision. Because like I said, like this series is just as much for me as it is for you. So pretty much the options are as follows. In the series, we could do that, just be done with it. We could do the Xbox. We can do PC with little mods, or we can do PC with a lot of mods. So there's 4 different options there to choose from. I think that's 4. Anyway, I've rambled on long enough. I thank you for joining the video and allowing me to like really kind of talk to you about what's happening with Foxhaven and stuff like that. I'm really wanting to bring it back. Like, this is probably the one series that I've always like regretted that it's not. I mean, because when you think about it, if we did this once a week from when I started, we would probably be like episode like 150 right now, which would be awesome. I can not imagine how awesome this place would look at 150, but for some reason it looks like it did at 10, like 20. So in fact, like the last 10 episodes, the last 15 episodes, we weren't even on this world. We were on a completely different one, which does nothing for this world anyway. So yeah, we've got some things to talk about, some things to discuss. I'll be reading the comments and things and trying to answer any questions, or read kind of what you have to say, and maybe giving my own input to your input and stuff. This is definitely going to be one of them discussion type comment sections this time. So if you have anything to say, please feel free to do so. I'm all ears. Yeah, but anyway, thank you all very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Until next time, everybody, stay foxy, and I'll see you all later. Goodbye!